Review of Lion, 2016. A story of unimaginable loss, tenacity, and the enduring power of hope. In a world where stories are often defined by boundaries and distances, Lion, 2016, transcends them all. Directed by Garth Davis and based on Saroo Brierley's autobiographical book, A Long Way Home, this film takes us on a journey through India and Australia in search of family, identity, and belonging. This is not just a movie, it's an emotional expedition that leaves you questioning life, resilience, and fate itself. The young Saroo, played by the talented Sunny Pawar, represents an unfathomable courage in the face of desperate odds, while Dev Patel's portrayal of the adult Saroo brings a depth of emotion that only comes from someone who has truly lost themselves in their character. The film opens in the dusty lanes of a small Indian village named Ganesh Talai, in the Khandwa district of Madhya Pradesh, India. Saroo is a little boy who adores his mother and idolizes his older brother, Gudu. But poverty is their daily reality, and even at a young age, Saroo is forced to contribute to his family's survival. When Saroo, only 5 years old, finds himself separated from his brother at a train station one fateful night, he inadvertently boards an empty train. This accidental journey takes him nearly 1,500 kilometers away from home to Kolkata, one of the largest and most chaotic cities in India. What follows is a terrifying experience of survival in a bustling metropolis. This young boy, alone and penniless, is thrown into a harsh world where strangers either pass by indifferent or exploit his vulnerability. The Indian railway system, vast and intricate, serves as both a backdrop and metaphor for the complexity and disorder of Saroo's predicament. Once lost, it's nearly impossible to be found. Saroo, who speaks Hindi, is surrounded by Bengali speakers in Kolkata, making his cries for help tragically misunderstood. The sights and sounds of Kolkata amplify his despair and capture the cacophony that is life in one of the world's most populated nations. Ultimately, Saroo is taken to an orphanage and later adopted by an Australian couple, Sue and John Brierley, played movingly by Nicole Kidman and David Wenham. Saroo moves to Tasmania, a world away from the slums of India. Though he flourishes with his new family, the memories of his birth family and his home never leave him. Years later, as an adult, Saroo uses the then-new technology of Google Earth to retrace his steps and try to locate his original village, a seemingly impossible feat. It's a journey not just to find a place on a map, but to reconnect with a part of himself that was lost all those years ago. A child's courage in an unforgiving world. Young Saroo's story is a testament to the strength that even the smallest souls can muster when forced to survive. Played by Sunny Pawar, Saroo's wide-eyed innocence is heartbreaking as he navigates unfamiliar streets, hoping to find his way back home. The film's portrayal of India, especially Kolkata, reveals the brutal challenges of life in urban poverty. We see how a child can be engulfed by a city where millions of lives intersect, yet remain isolated. People rush around, engulfed in their own struggles, oblivious to the desperation of a lost child crying out in a language they don't understand. The film takes time to immerse viewers in the heartbreaking sights of destitution. Children sleeping on railway platforms, scavenging for scraps, or disappearing into the dark alleys. The visuals of overcrowded train stations and platforms, the pushing and pulling of people hurrying to their destinations, and the almost hypnotic rhythm of life in transit all make one thing clear: there is no room for the lost. It's an incredibly stark portrayal of the hardship so many face in developing nations, where hope can seem like a luxury. The Indian railway system is a character in itself within Lion. With over 1.3 million employees and a network sprawling across thousands of kilometers, it's the lifeblood of a country where travel by train is an equalizer. However, in Lion, this complex system also becomes the labyrinth in which young Saroo loses his way. The film beautifully captures the duality of the Indian Railway. It is both a marvel of engineering and an impenetrable maze, chaotic yet efficient in its own peculiar way. At the bustling Howrah station in Kolkata, we see the enormity of India's population. The massive scale of humanity moving in every direction is both awe-inspiring and overwhelming. For Saroo, this sea of faces and voices is terrifying. It's a reminder of how easy it is to disappear within the noise, to become a statistic in a country where, sadly, stories of lost children are all too common. Rediscovering identity and family, the emotional turmoil of an adult Saroo. When Saroo grows up, he is a man torn between two worlds. Adopted by a loving family in Australia, he is given a second chance, a fresh start, and unconditional love from his adoptive mother Sue. But even in the safe embrace of his new life, Saroo is haunted by fragmented memories of his childhood. Dev Patel's performance as the adult Saroo is raw and vulnerable. He captures the quiet but all-consuming struggle of a man who is everything yet feels a void that can't be filled. As he grows older, Saroo's memories of his past come flooding back, and he's tormented by questions about his birth family. Are they still looking for him? Are they even alive? These questions drive him into a spiral, a soul-searching journey aided by technology but powered by a deep, unquenchable yearning for closure. Dev Patel's scenes of solitude, staring at a computer screen for hours, are as powerful as any of the intense scenes of young Saroo lost on the streets. It's a modern-day story of determination, where Google Earth becomes both map and medium for a digital pilgrimage back to his origins. A mother's love unbreakable across continents. Nicole Kidman's portrayal of Saroo Brierley is nothing short of masterful. Sue is Saroo's adoptive mother, yet she carries the love and loyalty of a biological one. Through her character, Lion beautifully explores the notion that family is not bound by blood. Kidman brings to life the fierce resilience of a mother who understands her son's inner turmoil and supports him unconditionally. Her quiet strength and love are anchors for Saroo. The film's depiction of Sue's love is deeply moving. It shows us that sometimes, even those who save us need saving in return. At its heart, Lion is a meditation on memory and identity. Saroo's journey, powered by fragments of memories, becomes a testament to the indelible marks our past leaves on us. The memories of his childhood are both vivid and blurred, comforting yet painful, drawing him back to a world he can no longer fully recognize. The film asks, how much of who we are is defined by where we come from? How do we reconcile the parts of ourselves that exist because of those we have left behind? Through Lion, the audience is invited to witness the invisible thread that binds Saroo to a family he thought he'd lost forever. It's a poignant reminder that no matter how far we travel or how much we change, the roots of our identity remain. Saroo's memories of Ganesh Talai, his mother's face, and his brother's laughter are unbreakable, and ultimately, they guide him back to where his story began. A bittersweet homecoming, hope, reunification, and healing. In the final act of the film, Saroo's pilgrimage leads him to a deeply moving reunion with his biological mother. Their embrace is a culmination of years of sorrow, loss, and undying hope. It's a homecoming not just for Saroo, but for every audience member who has journeyed with him. The final scenes are tear-inducing, as we see the raw emotion of a mother reuniting with a child she never stopped searching for, a child who was always her lion. This is not just a story of survival, it's a story of faith and the resilience of the human spirit. In an era of digital disconnection, Lion reminds us of the enduring power of familial love and the sacrifices made in its name. The film closes with an uplifting message that no matter the distance, no matter the years, we all have a home and a family waiting for us, sometimes where we least expect it. With Lion, the journey is far from a straightforward one, but it's a testament to the notion that we are all more than the places we end up. We are the sum of all those we love, lost, or found. This movie leaves an indelible mark, asking us to honor our roots, cherish the ones who shape us, and never let go of hope. Even when lost in the world's largest crowds, hope can bring us back home.